Good evening. My name is Somesh Thaplyal. I am pursuing BTech CS from Graphic Era Hill University, Dehradun. Presently, I am living in Uttarakhand. Talking about my academics, I have completed my 10th and 12th from an ICSE recognized board, the Himalayan Public School. I secured 85% in my 10th standard and 80% in my 12th standard. Talking about my extra co-curricular activities, I have participated in many inter-school debate competition, inter-school drama competition, and I have also participated in many sports competition also, and I have brought laurels to my school. Talking about my hobbies, as I have mentioned earlier, I love to play football, and I also used to play guitar. These are my hobbies. Now, talking about today's topic, it's about the cyber security. To understand what cybersecurity is, we need to understand first that why do we need cybersecurity? We need cybersecurity because of the increasing of the cyber crimes. Now, what's cybercrime? Now, cybercrime, in simple words, it's the crime which is committed through internet or with the help of the internet. Means identity theft or hacking in someone's computer and leaking their personal information, etc. And now the people who do these type of hackings and the cyber crimes, they have given a name called hackers. Now there are basically four types of hackers: the black hats, the white hats, the gray hats, and the suicide hackers. The black hats hackers are the one, they have extraordinary computer skills, but they have a destructive mind. They do not have a defensive purpose, and they want to cause only destruction. Now talking about the white hats hacker, they are a bit professional hackers, and they work for an organization for a defensive purpose. Talking about the gray hats, they somewhere lie between the black hats and the white hats, because it totally depends on the mood that they want to offend, be the offensive or the defensive. And then comes the suicide hacker. These are the one who does not care about the consequences, that what will be the consequences if I did this. They only do it for fun. Now talking about next slide. Now, these are the some top 10 countries in which cybercrimes are at peak. The first is the United States at 60.9%. Second is United Kingdoms at 15.9%. Third is Nigeria, 5.9%. Fourth is Canada, 5.6%. Fifth is Romania, 1.6%. Sixth is Italy with 1.2%. Seventh is Netherlands with 1.2%. Eighth is Russia with 1.1%. Ninth is Germany with 0.7%, and the last and the 10th is South Africa with 0.6%. Now the cybercrime classification, or the threats, we can say, it comes with hacking, denial of service attack, virus dissemination, software privacy, the copies we make for the software so that we don't have to pay, pornography, IRC crime, credit card fraud, as we have heard in many newspapers that this much amount has been leaked from someone's account. So that's all in this: net exhaustion, phishing, and spoofing. Talking about the cybercrime, some of these are cyber stalking, cyber defamation, threatening someone for money or that they will leak their personal information, the salami attack, the Nigeria Zone 4119, and the seller frauds. Now, what's cyber security? As we have discussed that what are cyber crimes. Now, to stop all these cyber crimes, we need cyber security. So cyber security is the measure to means it protects the internet connected systems, including hardware and software from the cyber attacks and from the hackers, so that they cannot hack into our system so easily and leak our information or whatever the stuff it is. Now, what are the elements of the cyber security? These are application security, information security, network security, disaster recovery, business continuity planning, operational security, and user education. Now, the slide I'm showing, it comprises of some high-profile cyber criminals. The man you are seeing in the picture is John Draper, also known as Captain Crunch. He was the world's first phreaker. Now, what's a phreaker? There's a difference between a phreaker and a hacker. The phreaker, he used to means he hacks in a telephones to get all the free calls and etc. And hacking means to hack in someone's computer. So he used to hack telephones. Now he was arrested by the FBI and sent to the prison numerous times for breaking. Now this guy, he released the Morris worm in 1988, and it infected 6,000 unique machines, and the damage estimate was $10 million to $100 million. So it's a very pretty huge damage done by this man. Now we can talk about the solutions, that how we can prevent ourselves from the cyber crimes. We can have firewalls and the antiviruses and anti-malware, so that whenever a virus enters our system, the antivirus detects and acts on its own. And passwording, encryption, biometric authentication, intrusion detection and prevention system, etc. Now, what are biometric authentication systems? It's a very reliable technology actually, and it help people to means it will be open by using their traits such as fingerprint, or the arrangement of tissues in the eyes, iris, or the facial structure, etc. And it's a very reliable device. So yeah, it's very useful in the cyber security. Now in this slide you can see that how network based ITS monitoring works. You can see it. Now what's the conclusion? Now the cybercrime are at peak nowadays, and the internet is the nervous center of the world economy, and cybercrime is real. And the deployment of biometrics and device fingerprinting supported by the secure gateways and quality encryption. We have to deploy more biometric devices around us, and there is urgent need to develop a single national database to gather and compile cybercrime data. And there is no need for consistent training of the Nigerian police in the cybercrime prevention. Means cybercrime is real, and we should not ignore it. It's very harmful for us. And yes, now there is this a very famous quote from the father of the literature, William Shakespeare. It's like all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. So it's a very famous quote said by the father of the literature, William Shakespeare. Now I think this is the end of my presentation. Thank you, everyone.